Hi and welcome to another video in our series analyzing top mutual fund in India. We'll be exploring the Edelweiss Mid Cap Fund. This fund follows the FAIR investment philosophy, which focuses on identifying robust and clean businesses at reasonable prices. Their approach involves a forensic framework to assess accounting quality, an emphasis on fairly valued companies with long-term earnings potential, an agnostic stance on investment styles, and a commitment to selecting well-managed businesses with scalable opportunities and strong returns. You can explore our previous videos by clicking the info button, where we've covered mutual fund schemes from various AMCs like Motilal Oswal, Quant, DSP AMC, HDFC, and many more. In this video, we'll break down everything you need to know, including the fund's basic details, investment strategy, portfolio composition by market cap, holdings and sectors, insights about the fund manager, investment details including fees and lock-in periods, returns generated, performance attributes, and tax implications on your earnings from the Edelweiss Mid Cap Fund. Let's start with the fund analysis. But first, a quick introduction to PA Wealth. We're an investment services group offering stocks, PMS, mutual funds, alternative investment funds, insurance, startup investments, raising funds via SME IPOs, and bond markets, and assisting investors for Dubai real estate investments. We upload research videos on different companies, mutual funds, and financial topics every week. Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on the latest market trends and potential multi-bagger stocks. Let's start with the basic details. This scheme was launched on 26th of December, 2007. This mutual fund scheme currently manages assets worth of around 7,729.29 crore rupees. The investment objective is to generate long-term capital appreciation from a portfolio that predominantly invests in equity and equity-related securities of mid-cap companies. Now let's move on to the investment strategy. The Edelweiss Mid Cap Fund follows a strategy of investing in strong businesses with solid earnings and growth potential. It focuses on quality companies with profitable products and strong management while maintaining liquidity to navigate market fluctuations. The fund stays fully invested, avoiding market timing, to achieve long-term gains. Let's look at the portfolio mix by market cap size. In the fund's portfolio composition, large cap stocks make up 23.2% of the total allocation, while mid-cap stocks account for 59.8% and small-cap stocks comprise 13.6%. The remaining 3.4% is allocated to cash and equivalents. Now, let's delve into the top 5 holdings of the fund. Here are the top 5 holdings of the Edelweiss Mid-Cap Fund. These are Indian Hotels, Dixon Technology, Persistent System, Max Healthcare and Marico. Let's now look at the top 5 sector exposures. Here's a breakdown of its top 5 sector exposures, which includes finance, IT software, pharmaceutical, consumer durables and healthcare. Now, let's look at the fund managers of the scheme. The current fund managers are Tridib Bhattacharya, Dhruv Bhatia, Raj Koradia. Here's a brief overview of their roles. First, we have Tridib Bhattacharya. Tridib has over 20 years of experience in equity investing across Indian and global markets. He joined Edelweiss AMC after successfully building a market-leading in PMS business at Axis Asset Management as a senior portfolio manager in alternate equities. Previously, he managed portfolios at State Street Global Advisors and UBS Global Asset Management in London. He holds a postgraduate diploma in business management and finance from SP Jain and B.Tech in electrical engineering from IIT Kharagpur. Next, we have Dhruv Bhatia. Dhruv Bhatia has over 12 years of experience in equity markets. He previously served as an equity fund manager at Bank of India and has worked with 16th Street Capital, AUM Fund Advisors LLP, and Sahara AMC. He holds a postgraduate diploma in management and finance from SES College of Management Studies. Lastly, we have Raj Koradia. Raj Koradia has over 7 years of experience in equity markets and joined Edelweiss Asset Management in July 2024. Before this, he worked as an equity analyst at First Voyager Advisors and Optimum Infosystem for Morgan Stanley and was a research associate at Edelweiss Securities. He is a chartered accountant and holds a B.Com from Mumbai University. Now let's take a look at the investment details of the fund. The Edelweiss Mid-Cap Fund is a focused mutual fund scheme with a minimum investment of 100 rupees in lump sum and 100 rupees in SIP. It has no lock-in period, but a 1% exit load applies to investors redeeming units within 90 days from the date of allotment. Now let's look at the returns generated by the fund. The Edelweiss Mid-Cap Fund has delivered a 10.72% per annum return last 1 year, outperforming its benchmark, which posted a 6.07% return, and it delivered a 28.63% per annum return last 5 years, outperforming its benchmark, which posted a 26.69% return as of 13th of March 2025. Now let's look at the performance attributes of the fund. The Edelweiss Mid Cap Fund has a beta of 0.89, indicating lower volatility than the market, and a Sharpe ratio of 0.38. With a standard deviation of 18.78%, the fund exhibits moderate return variability, suggesting potential performance fluctuations. Let's take a look at the top drawdowns. The Edelweiss Mid-Cap Fund has demonstrated strong long-term growth, but like all investments, it has faced periods of decline. The shaded regions highlight drawdowns, times when the fund dropped from its peak before recovering. Most recently, since December 2024, it has experienced a decline of 21%. Now, let's take a look at the taxability of earnings from this mutual fund. First, capital gains taxation. If the mutual fund stocks are sold after 1 year from the date of investment, gains up to Rs 1.25 lakh in a financial year are exempt from tax. Gains over Rs 1.25 lakh are taxed at the rate of 12.5%. If the mutual fund stocks are sold within 1 year from the date of investment, the entire amount of gain is taxed at the rate of 20%. Second, dividend taxation. Dividends are added to the income of the investors and taxed according to their respective tax slabs. If an investor's dividend income exceeds Rs 5,000 in a financial year or 10,000 after the 1st of April 2025, the fund house also deducts a TDS of 10% before distributing the dividend. That's all for today. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more research-based financial content. Don't forget to click the bell icon for alerts on potential multi-bagger stocks. Got a mutual fund scheme in mind that you want us to cover? Just let us know in the comments. In our next video, we'll be covering a scheme of Carnelian AIF. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.